Paris, world climate capital and capital of the 2015 Breizh Algae Tour. And this year is the 20th anniversary of Olmix Group, the event's main partner, an occasion well worth celebrating. The panoramic lounges of the Pullman Eiffel Tower Hotel offer one of the best views of the Eiffel Tower and Paris, the City of Light. An incredible panorama to welcome 500 customers, distributors and partners from all over the world. And of course there's the majestic entrance to the Théâtre National Chaillot, a masterpiece of Parisian Art Deco.
Bienvenue à tous. Bienvenue au Breizh Algae Tour.
It's in this impressive hall opposite the Eiffel Tower that Hervé, Isabelle and Sébastien Balusson decided to welcome the 50 international delegations who were delighted to meet in this historic location in one of the most beautiful cities in the world. In Paris, everything always ends with a song, a waltz and an accordion. Hervé and Isabelle know this better than most, as they had the honour of the ball's opening dance. It's 9 o'clock, Monday morning, and Paris is awake. It's the beginning of the Breizh Algae Tour 2015 conference. This year's title, Build a Healthy Food Chain Thanks to Algae. The 2014 edition showed that algae extracts offered an effective new way of improving animal, vegetable and human health. But producing without pesticides or antibiotics is the key question today. International experts on health and food took to the stage to answer this question head-on.
The overuse and the misuse of antibiotics is still very important everywhere and indeed still increasing. And this ends up in multi-resistant or very highly resistant, even more resistant bacteria, which we call Axer bacteria.
Now in developing countries, they use too much pesticide and pesticide to increase the productivity to serve the whole population.
The word natural is fascinating. They want all natural. I don't know how will be the future exactly. I don't know where. I don't know how to go there. But the only decision I can do about the future is decide with who I go.
In this project, the goal is to reduce the use of pesticides, antibiotics and chemicals by providing alternative natural solutions based on algae.
In direct response to consumer demand, Olmix has created its Olmix Animal Care antibiotic-free solutions. Chickens raised without antibiotics thanks to algae.
A great German philosopher used to say, the proof of the cake is when you eat it. So in Brittany, our philosophy is the proof of the poultry is when you eat it.
It's the end of the conference, and all that talk of chickens raised without antibiotics has made everyone hungry. The organisers had the clever idea of installing a food truck at the foot of the Eiffel Tower Pullman. It's not the first, and it won't be the last. Then, the Breizh Algae Tour 2015 guests took advantage of a gloriously sunny day to visit Paris by boat, followed by a wonderful evening at the Lido. On the morning of day 2, it was goodbye Paris, Brittany, here we come. With a stop at the Chateau of Versailles to admire yet another of France's architectural marvels. And here we are in the centre of Brittany on the Balusson family farm for the inauguration of the Breizh Algae School, the world's first school dedicated to the practical applications of algae.
You are here in the farm of the family to make the Breizh Algae School, and we want to offer you, the clients, the collaborator of Olmix, the possibility to teach to your employee, to your people, all the concept of Olmix, Algae for a better life.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, top!
The Breizh Algae School is now officially open, and the rain did nothing to spoil the party. The 500 guests all fell under the spell of the farm's bucolic charms. The week at the 2015 Breizh Algae School was an important time for Olmix's customers and distributors to meet and talk and to visit technical facilities. For plant care, there was a visit to the Veginov Test and Research Laboratory, as well as a presentation by Melspring of their C-Mel and Algomel liquid products. The objective, zero pesticides. For animal care, for feed, for farm and for vet, for each species, broiler chickens, laying hens, pigs, fish and dairy cows. The aim, as you'll have understood, reducing antibiotics and improving performance. The pork group visited the Ali West factory. While they were there, they took part in a workshop on mycotoxin risk and digestive efficiency. The visit continued with a trip to a pork rearing facility to talk about reinforcing immunity thanks to the use of syrup, environmental hygiene with Mistral, and digestive efficiency and well-being with Digest C and Eco Piglet. A milk group made up of 50 of Olmix's customers and partners visited the Lantan farm in Breizh to take part in 5 in-depth workshops on animal welfare without antibiotics based on Olmix's animal care solutions. Then it was off to the Legal company in Moustoirac to learn about improved performance of laying hens, an opportunity for international partners to share their experiences. During all of these visits, Olmix headquarters in Breizh also opened the doors of its marketing and R&D departments, as well as its quality service, pilot factory and industrial processes. Finally, there was also an unmissable visit to the Olmix stand at the Spas for a presentation of its new product lines and a trip to the now ubiquitous food truck selling chicken raised without antibiotics thanks to algae. On the Breizh Algae Tour, there's always a party, usually at Hervé and Isabelle Balusson's house. But it's not every year you celebrate your 20th birthday. This year saw a gala evening with a marquee, 800 guests, acrobats, magic, music, strange and unusual artists, well-known artists, and all in anticipation of the awards ceremony. 5 main categories of prizes to reward the best customers and best distributors and to honour Olmix's varied partners of the last 20 years. Festivities should have ended with a firework display, which indeed took place, but some guests stayed on to dance the night away to the DJ's floor-filling mixes. But at that point, our cameras finally stopped rolling.